For me, when we look at the whole idea of what a food system is, I have to look back in terms of just the way our communities look at it. And historically, we know that the food has been the center of every community. Obviously, it provides the energy for those who are in it, but its production, its distribution, are hallmarks that are indicators of not just the quality, but the equity in every community. And this has been relayed artistically from Steinbeck's Graith of Wrath to Millet's The Gleaners, and most, I think, captured everyone's imagination was Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta and the farm workers movement. And it forced us to re-examine what is food. And our sense, I think, in the labor movement is that food systems can't be separated from food justice. And to not look at those who produce the food and just worry about the quality of the food is like worrying about the color of the toenail polish on someone who has gout. It's a holistic sense that is the indicator that we have to look at. In 18th and 19th century, public markets were established as a ways of ensuring that distribution of food was received by everyone in the community. And those markets were highly regulated. They recognized the fact that the production of food, the receipt of food, is tied to in fact, the richness of the community. And so those markets ensured that there was a quality, that there was quantity, and there was availability to everyone. And similarly for us, we look at the history of food in this country, whether it be from slavery, whether it be restaurant workers and servers who are denied minimum wage, whether it was agricultural workers who were denied protection of the National Labor Relations Act, and most recently for grocery workers, the attack that's taken place over the last 25 years as grocers no longer, in fact, run grocery stores. And with the rise of non-grocers controlling the supermarket industry, the demise of regional grocers, came about two other components. One was the demise of workers having democracy, food workers having democracy at their work, the destruction of unions, the concentration of fewer and fewer grocery stores, as well as the system of what we would call food apartheid, where in fact access or markets are in fact redlined or denied to communities of color and working class communities because it's not as profitable in there. That as the return on investment on grocery stores is marginal, in fact it's more important that those companies, in their view, diversify and subsidize their markets to support themselves, or in fact sell off the land in cheap areas. And as a result, our industry, the grocery industry and the meatpacking industry, food processing industry, the amount of food insecurity has risen markedly. The amount of workers in our industries that are homeless has increased markedly. And that comes with the fact that where were once good middle-class jobs has in fact now become a source of speculation from large finance capital. And the result is that our communities are worse as a result of it. You cannot, I don't think you can deny the links between the demise of strong regional grocery companies where workers had a voice at work, where had good middle-class jobs, and the demise of grocery stores in communities of color and more poor working class communities. Those two go hand in hand, and the access to good food is now determined on wealth. There are some 8 times greater access to food on the west, more economically privileged side of Los Angeles than there is in South Los Angeles. And that's directly as a result of wealth. And so the society's growing inequality of wealth, in fact, mirrors the inequality of access to good food. And food justice for us, recognizing what's often called food sovereignty, where in fact communities should enjoy the right to ensure that those who produce, those who sell, and those who eat be able to do it not just with impunity, but with complete access and enjoyment. And I think the food justice movement broadens its scope and understands this, I think our ability to provide good food to everyone is going to increase.